Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to Danny's Detours, where we talk about anything and everything life related. Consciousness is our canvas. Welcome back to the channel, guys. You already know the score by now. I am out and about with my two favourite compadres in the whole wide world, Paddy and Willow. Yeah. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Absolutely fantastic to have you out and about. I'm just well, obviously, as you know, I'm in the Lake District, and that over there, guys, is the mighty Skiddaw. I mean, just look at that. Look at all the cloud just encompassing on top of that mountain there. You know what always amazes me about coming to the lakes, and even when you can come to the and I suppose it's not even just so much about the lakes, but it's about just life in general as well. Like, we can come to a certain spot, like I can come to and look at that mighty mountain over there, and each and every single moment and every single day it will look different, like because of the clouds in which they are situated, or the way the light is hitting it at a certain time of day, on which angle. Everything is always different, so you can visit a place at a different time and everything's always different. And I suppose in a way we can take a lot of that to, because I was reading an article the other day, and it actually opened my eyes quite a lot. And it's like there's 1,000,001 different versions of you that exist all at once. And what do I mean by that? Well, it's a bit like this. I'll say, you can have, like, say, your mum, your dad, your sons, your daughters, your dogs, whoever, like, generally people speaking, and they can all look at you and see you as a different version. Like, your mum will look at you like I don't know, like, obviously you're a son or whatever, or they'll look at you in a certain way, but then, like, you can meet someone else in the street, a random stranger, and they'll perceive you as in a different way, or they might look at you and go, wow, look at him. Or do you get what I'm saying? Basically, this is why I always talk about perception and reactions as well, but mainly more so perceptions, guys, how we perceive things in life. But I just find that truly fascinating, how we can be, there's about 1,000,001 different versions of ourselves that exist all at once at the same times. And this is why I always say to you, you can tap into any one of them versions at any given moment, at any given time, but it all starts with what? A thought, a feeling, and then an action. Because all of these versions of you exist on another timeline, but it all starts from believing in yourself, guys. It all starts from setting it off on the right foot, setting your affirmations on a daily basis, like I talk about in some of my some of my short videos. Obviously, I'm on TikTok as well. Go check me out on TikTok. But this is why I wanted to start this channel, guys, because obviously you know my backstory. I've been through things. I'm not going to get the violin out, because at the end of the day it's not about that, guys. But I know for a fact that the reason why I went through all these trials and tribulations in my life was to prepare me. I wasn't being punished by God. God was preparing me. Look at that mountain over there though, guys. I absolutely love this place. I bring the dogs on. I've been bringing them on this field every day. But yeah, just there's already that version of you, like that billionaire, or like that good dad, or whoever it is that you think that you want to be. That version of you already exists somewhere on a higher timeline that you can tap into, just like that. Do you understand me? But it all starts with a thought, and then a feeling, and then taking action, guys. Like, look at some of these oak trees here. They're absolutely monstrous. I think we're gonna go sit under here. We're gonna go and have a bit of a sit under this one. I mean, like, everything's just big around here, but you can be bigger. Don't set your boundaries. Don't set your limitations upon yourself. Because merely half of the time, guys, we do this through fear or through these perception of who people think that we are. But it doesn't matter who people think we are. All it matters is who you think you are. And you can be anyone at any time, at any given moment. Yeah, we'll go, let's have a sit under it. All right, Paddy. Little Paddy's here. All right, mate. Paddy's enjoying himself. He's had an absolutely fantastic time, haven't you, mate? Huh? You've been really enjoying yourself. And yeah, obviously today I'm staying a bit local. If you didn't check out the Bass and Thwaite swim, wild swim that I did yesterday, I suggest that you do go and check that out. That was yesterday's video. It was a little bit cold, that one. I was trying to act a little bit tough and say, oh, it weren't too bad, that, but I'll be honest with you, it was cold. It weren't the coldest lake that I've ever been in, but it was up there, you know what I mean? But I did enjoy it. And it's just like you say, it's just making different changes in you. Because in life, right, we always have a choice. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, there was certain situations sometimes where I'd reprogram my brain and I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna drink tonight, because that was a thought, yeah. And I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna have a drink tonight because I've worked hard at work this week. And then I'd have a drink, but then I'd always know that because I was having a drink, that would lead to me taking cocaine, you know. And then it was just a downward spiral. But because I had basically tricked and trained my brain and thought processes into thinking this was normal and this was me rewarding myself, then that's when I started my downward spiral all them years ago, you know what I mean? But listen, I believe I had to go to them places in order to get to where I am now. My soul would have taken out them contracts. This is why I always say, before we come here, guys, you know, this is why I always say, don't attach too much to the physical, because we are spiritual beings. We are beings of light, not angels. We are angels, because when we come into this life through all the celestial planes, Saturn, Venus, all the ones, and then we enter into Earth in this body, this vehicle, which God meticulously, masterfully created, because everything in the body is it's an actual, you know, when you look at it, it's a work of art that is connected to what we use as a vehicle to have and undertake this experience. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, just a few things for you to think about there, guys. But you know, I had to go to them places, and I am actually grateful, because, you know, I've got a lot of experience now that I can pass on, and my job now is to just basically empower and show people that, you know, you can change your life. You don't have to, you know, just because you're in a bad place doesn't mean to say, right, well, this is me now, this is what I do. I'm whatever your name is, this is what I do. I drink, I take drugs, or I'm not healthy, blah blah blah. But you say whatever you are. You get up every morning and say, I am healthy, thank you. I am wealthy, thank you. I have vast amounts of wealth, health and abundance constantly flowing into my life. Everything I touch turns to gold, and I'm always lucky. I'm so grateful and thankful, universe, for all the wealth and abundance which is constantly flowing into my life. I am one with the universe, and I am one with God, because money not only flows towards me like a river of wealth and abundance and prosperity, but it flows through me, for I am one with God. For I am God, for I am a fragmentation of God, because I am one collective consciousness alongside God. Like, look around now at this, look at beauty in nature, look at the dogs, look at everything. Everything you see right here, right now, is what? God. That piece of grass there, what is that? That is God. So, as are you. So just a few things to think about. And when you start to see the universe this way, guys, then you start to open your eyes and realize that you are a magician, you are an architect, and anything in life is possible. But it all starts from looking inwards and looking inside and being authentic and true to yourself, you know. Because there was a long time I didn't believe in myself, you know. I suffered with bad anxiety, hence why I took the drugs and the drink, because I was masking who I truly was inside. Because I was scared that I was scared to show who I was. I used to show little snippets of it to people, but I always used to kind of like follow the crowd or the herd or the sheep to fit in, because that's what we do a lot of the times, guys. A lot of people do it because we feel as though we need to fit in. But now I'm happy walking my own path. I'm happy going on my own journey and being honest with myself, and then showcasing that to the universe, to you guys, to people, and empowering people and letting people know that you can do anything, you know what I mean? But it all starts from within. But yeah, I think we're gonna leave it at that, guys. Thank you so much to everyone who has liked, commented and subscribed to the channel. And don't forget to get out in nature as well and get grounding. Sit under a tree, touch it, because this is how we recharge our batteries. But yeah, thank you so much to everyone who's liked, commented and subscribed to the channel. It really does melt my heart. I'm really happy with where the channel's going. You know, it's slow and steady progress, but we're moving in the right direction. But yeah, tomorrow I will be doing a video, and it's going to be a good one tomorrow, guys, so make sure you check it out. I'm going to be traveling. Obviously Mrs. D2 hasn't been very well the last couple of days. Obviously she's been pregnant, but she's had a dicky tummy, so we've had to I've not been able to travel out as far, but she's starting to get on the mend a little bit, which is good. But you know, we're just having a bit of a local chill one in where we're located today in the lakes. But tomorrow there will be a better, well, I'll be doing a good video, so make sure you get in tune for that. Get your notifications on, you know. If you haven't liked, commented and subscribed, make sure that you do subscribe to the channel. But for me, Danny D2ers, I hope you have a fantastic day. Love you loads. Peace.